What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Today we have an Attack on Titan drawing from one of the more recent episodes. What an episode. So much stuff happened. But one of the coolest moments is poor old Porco. So I thought this scene was, it just looked very cool. And I know there was lots in this. So let's go. Landscape paper, pencil and eraser for these. Definitely hit pause if I move too fast for you, right? Because I try and keep the videos under like 4 hours, so gotta move quite quickly. Anyway, let's go. Center point of my page is about here. Up over to right hand side, we start with his right eye. Now we got a head tilt, right? So his head is tilted this way, so we gotta do that in the eye, right? Quite a thick eyelash line, right? So we'll go, so we'll go diagonal, right? We'll just go diagonal first, and then we will bring this down this way. So we're going down because his head is tilted this way, so we gotta reflect that in the eye. So then diagonal line that way, right? And we're going to thicken up the eyelid, right? So we're going to go, so this hook kind of goes back this way, and then real thick line across everywhere pretty much. So you're just like thickening this up. The line just coming off the top there. Okay. Like so. Right, and then his bottom eyelid line will come across the bottom. Now he has kind of tears in his eyes. So we will draw, so we'll go to do. Right, so we'll go from here. So we'll start here. So we'll go across like so, and we'll bring it up this way towards his tear duct. Right, so kind of this is a thin line now. Right, kind of like that. And if you want, you can add the tears, right? So there's like some tears, bubbly sort of stuff just along his eye there, and something else in the corner here. Right, and then his iris, so a half circle. Comes around like so, and it's quite a thick line around the eye here. So we just thicken this up a bit. Right. And then his pupil, it's right a half circle right up here, close to the top of his eye. Just color that in. Okay, so we can't see his other eye because it's obscured by all that smoke and stuff. You know, it's covered in blood and everything, right? So yeah, we'll just do his eyebrow here. So his eyebrow comes down, across, up, down again, right, just there. And then we'll thicken up this section, add a part to color, and then it just comes up here and then down. Right, so you can color in that section. Then we have lots of like texture lines and stuff on his eye, and those Titan lines and things. So this line's quite long, and then we have a flat line coming across his eye here, and then we have his eyelid line which comes up and down under his eyebrow, just there. A couple of extra lines, and then seems like a bit of a frown line, something here. Right, so we'll go for his nose, okay? So there's more, the Titan lines come down from his face and there's more lines here, but we gotta kind of get the shape for his face in first before we attempt to do that. Let's see, so we'll try for his nose. So nose line kind of starts here, just across from the eyebrow on the other side, right? So diagonal line there, and then our nose will come down. Like so, and he's got a real round nose, right? So at the top, curves, comes down that way, okay? And then we can have a nostril just here on this side. And then some hatching along the top of his nose, just across here. Like so. So then his mouth, so he's smiling, even though he's a bit. And then, so we'll do it here, right? So we'll go up, down. So this is his top lip. And then it goes up again. And now we're on this diagonal again, like the eye, okay? So we'll go down. And then this line kind of curves up a little bit. It goes up like that, smiling a little bit. The other side, a little bit, like not as much, maybe there. Bottom lip, down, like so. And then it comes around the middle there. And then we will bring it up into there. And we got teeth on the inside, right? So we got like lines like this, kind of like comes across, but not the whole way. You know, there's like, there can be bits of gaps and things. Kind of like that. And then we got a top lip line there. And then what we can see is the bottom lip line, just like here. So maybe shadow line just under his chin or something. Right, so we're going to attempt now to get in his chin. So again, lots of blood coming down his face and stuff like that. So that's all sort of drawn in. So we'll just get in the general shape for his chin first, and then we'll attempt to draw in the rest. So his chin, like diagonal. Go diagonal this way. And then a real strong jaw that goes up this way. And we can't really see the jaw on the other side, so because it's covered in smoke, but we can see some of it, I guess. So it'll go up that way. And then it'll like curve around here. You can see a bit of bumping and stuff, but this is all smoke coming out of there, right? Right, so roughly that's what we're dealing with. And then proportion-wise, top eyelid to the bottom of his nose is about the same as bottom of the nose to chin area. Right, well his eyes kind of half closed, so maybe eyebrow to the bottom of the nose will be about the same as bottom of the nose to the chin, right? So here to here about the same as here to here, and then bottom of the nose to the bottom lip about the same as bottom lip to chin, right? Here to here about the same as here to here. So standard sort of proportions, okay? So then his jaw on this side anyway will turn up and go up towards his ear. Right on that side. And then we have some ear lines, just some bumps. They're joined together on this side of his face. Like so. And then we have a sideburn here. Comes straight down. Up like that. And like some hatching lines and stuff there. Okay, now that we have the general shape for his face in, we can add some more sort of detail lines. So coming around his eyebrow, there's like a frown line here, right? And then we also have those tighten lines, right? So we got these lines like that. Now they're done in red color, but I'll draw them in with black ink, so we can just sort of make them out, right? So one there. So, just so we know where they all are and stuff. 3, 1, here. all coming down from his eye. This one maybe a bit longer, kind of come around in a circular sort of pattern. Porco's ones are a little bit different than everyone else's. I wonder if that's because, you know, he's the big jaw and stuff. Because these ones come out from behind and go into the side of his face. It's interesting, I don't know. Here. That. So these are all like pinky sort of red. And like one more. Bit of a hairline here, right? And then, so more sort of stuff on the side of his nose and all lines around his eyes, right? So like all these sort of stress lines and wrinkle lines around his eye. There is a lot of them, right? So like all under here. Like some hatching or something on the side of his nose. There, it could be like bullet marks, not bullet marks, but like, you know, scratch marks and stuff. Scratch marks on his face down here. Right, like so, and then we'll do his ear just coming out from his sideburn. Just here. So your ear lines up with your nostrils, the bottom of it. Top of it roughly lines up with your eyebrow. See where the eyebrow starts there. Okay? And we're on this horizontal again, right? So then inside there, more ear lines. Go around there. One. We got this sort of letter J thing sort of going on. And there. And there. And so Attack on Titan has all these sort of vertical lines as well. And there's loads under his eye, right? So you could do this with a ruler if you wanted, you know, if you wanted to keep them super straight, but I'll just like add them like this. So real straight vertical lines. Like so. Coming down. Underneath the eyebrow. And they're quite thin, you know. Just gives it a degree of, you know, like shadow or menace or something. That kind of thing, basically. There's some under his neck as well. We've got to draw in his hair now and stuff as well. So, right, so we're getting this cloud, right? So it's a bit challenging to draw a cloud, but so we'll do sort of this wispy sort of, so it comes up this way. You know, spiraling in and around like sort of cloud smoke lines coming up his face here. So if you wanted like a way to draw a cloud, you know, the anime, not the anime, the manga, it's kind of a real good way of doing it, but we'll just go something like this, right? This sort of cloud, wispy sort of. It comes all the way up. Just add some sort of extra, because we're doing with black ink, right? So we gotta sort of add some sort of extra lines and things. It goes up this way, right? So we'll go just this cloudy, real sort of exaggerated cloudy lines. This way, right? And you can add some like hatching to the bottoms, like these sorts of lines here. Maybe some lines just on the edge. Right, so something like that. Not bad. It's all shaded and stuff, so you can add grey and things to it. And right, so all this sort of cloud drawn in here. Right, so his eye on the other side, we can't actually see it really. We just have sort of his hair coming down, but his nose goes that way. And if we were to draw in a line, maybe, what would we draw to represent this, right? So it kind of goes up, his eyes kind of squished, right? So just in line, this is like his top eyelid, and then it'll go down around there, right? But I guess we have to draw in something. And then there's like some hatching here, and just like a real dark shadow down here, so like all sort of black and things. So there's that line, and then there's like just a real dark sort of shadow here. And it's all covered in blood. Right, and we'll just add some extra sort of lines in here. And then like some lines coming across to represent his eyebrow maybe. And lots of sort of scratch marks and things in here. His eyebrow is probably gone, but we'll just draw these in, maybe like a line going that way. Okay, so that's the best I can do for that, I think. Okay, so now we got to do his hair, right? So he's got like lots of fringe coming down from behind this cloud up here. So we'll get his hairline on this side, right? So we'll go zigzag line coming up here because his hair's all messy, right, and stuff. Right, and then we have fringe lines coming down here, okay, coming all across his face. So what would be the best way? Right now I'm just I'm trying to tidy this up. Lots of sort of hatching lines. I'm just adding more in here. Vertical kind of hatching. There's all hair and stuff. Okay, so come on, let's just go. Stop messing around. So we'll go out, down, there. Okay, and then we'll bring this back up, and then another down here. So if you go over any like lines, you know, you can color over them or erase them. Let's go that way. And then another one comes down. there. We'll go down across his nose here, like so, and then there's some hair that comes out underneath here. That, and then another one that kind of comes down across his eye here. So, and maybe another one like here. And this kind of goes up and down. And then we have some more. Comes down, across his eye, back up, back down. So real messy sort of hair now. Up and down, like so. And then his hairline comes in underneath. And then we go again. There's like 4 or 5 of these. Come across. Across there. And then another one here. This one will go down beside his eyebrow. There. Back up. And one comes down here. To there. And there's more of those vertical lines just on his forehead. So these sorts of like Attack on Titan kind of style lines is the best way I can describe them. They're just like real dramatic sort of lines like that. Like so. Just try and block out some more of this cloud. Just darken it up a bit. That kind of thing. Okay, so what's next? So there's more. He's like another part of his fringe that comes out across here, but we'll draw the side of his head first. So like ear, side of his head, shaved part of his head. Okay, and then this comes down across here, back up. Then another little one comes down here, back up. And then there's some more sticking out this way. Up to there. There. Right, and then, so we got like some fringe that comes down along the front here. It comes right out. Like that, and then we go back up to there. More hairlines there. So his hair's pretty complicated, I must say. Right, so we got like another layer of fringe. Comes along here, like comes out on top of this back of his head. Like that, and then this comes out up to there. to there. And here. This goes down around to there. Some lines there. Right, and any lines you go over, you can erase or just color over them, you know, the back of his head, because these pieces of fringe are actually in front of his head here. Right. Okay, so we'll attempt to do in this blood, right? So it's like flowing down from his face all along this side, comes like out from underneath his nose, right? So like comes along the bottom of his nostril around here, okay? Like, and we will draw it in, like normally you just do this with red, you know, so if you're going to color, you know, do a pencil and then like erase it and color it red and stuff. But I'm using black ink, so I'm gonna have to draw it in so people can see what I'm doing. So this comes down like, and it blobs like onto his chin here, okay? So I'll just go pretty quickly now. You can do this, like blood flows different ways and things, so don't worry. You know, don't worry if you don't get it exactly like mine. Bum, 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 bum. I thought this episode was pretty good. So, this one's there's like more hatching on his face and stuff here. This is just like completely destroyed, all this. Like it's barely visible. It's just all dark red and shadow and things, just all inside there, real scratched up and stuff. So that's red, 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 red. Up here. It's just red paint, you know. That's all. He's just got a bit of red paint on his face. I mean, he had a painting accident. Right, so all this side, and it comes, some is like up here as well, actually, going around his nose, on his forehead, down behind his hair, right? So just there, and maybe like a splash of it here. Just trying to draw in all the little bits so I don't miss any when I'm coloring. Okay, Porco, right? Let's go. Back of his head and his neck, right? So head tilted, so neck curves this way, and we got some shaved hair just up there in the top corner. So again, head tilted, so we got an arch in the neck on this side as well, like that. So kind of curves a little bit, and then we'll stick out here for a neck muscle. He's got a really long neck, doesn't he? Like so. And then his shirt collar comes across here, comes out from the front down and then out like so, and then some extra sort of lines there, and then the back of his shirt comes down to here, and then we will go down, back up, around, and then another one down that way, and then his shirt comes off this way, and it's like all ripped and torn down here. And another sort of seam line like that, and another seam line here, ripped and torn, and like scratch marks and texture and all this kind of thing, right? And then shirt on the other side comes out from behind his neck there, another sort of line there. And we got some anatomy inside here, so we got like neck muscle lines coming down like so, another one coming down here. So if I'm going too fast now, hit that pause button, and then this comes up to there, collar there. It's such a cool scene, this. And then his Adam's apple here. Boop, boop, boop. what else? Like a line here. Oh yeah, and we got like more of that shadow Attack on Titan line underneath here, okay? You're just doing like vertical hatching. That's what it is. Right? People are like, what the hell is that? I mean, I'm sure you, if you've been watching my videos for a while, you know what hatching is now. It's just these sort of broken lines, like straight or diagonal, you know, that show shadow, basically, right? So lots of different ways to do hatching. I mean, it's a, like in art, there's lots of different ways to do anything, but this is just the style that Attack on Titan seems to do it. This vertical. And like, you can build up hatching as much as you want. Like, you can shade a whole picture with hatching. You know, and you can make it look kind of realistic. I have one over there, but I'll leave it. It's not related to this at all. Anyway, so that's that shadow underneath, and then collar on this side comes out, back in, down to there. Collar sticks out like so, and then his shirt comes down that way. And his shoulder comes off this side. We can actually see some of his jacket on this side, right? So it goes like halfway, and then his jacket comes around the shoulder like that. And then we have another line comes down here, there, bumping, so his jacket's all like folded and stuff. Coming down this way, and another seam for his shirt. All these fold lines and things, you know, extra details that the animators do to make things look just a little bit more realistic and detailed and all that. Scratches and stuff like that. Right. That's everything. That is how to draw poor Porco from Attack on Titan. Hope it was helpful, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.